Hi, beauty. Welcome to the strawberry full moon moment together. Before we begin, just take a breath. There's no need to be perfect here or to feel any particular way. This isn't about performing in any kind of way at all. So, nice deep inhale, let your shoulders soften, and just let your body know I'm here and I'm allowed to pause. I'm allowed to be held. Beautiful. I'm Desiree, and you probably already know who I am, but just in case you're new to me, I'm a dancer, choreographer, and my passion is to support women in what I call their charmed life map, where they creatively cross from one peak to the next through the fog, listening to whispers. Sometimes we ignore the whispers and they become cosmic 2x4s, but that's really just being a human, and we're learning and we're growing. And we are women here that are lifelong learners, and we desire to reach our potential in every season of life. You may wish to have a candle or a journal nearby. You can always pause the audio right now and create some sacred space for yourself, or you don't have to. Do whatever is possible in this moment. We are at such an incredible time right now. There's a lot of cosmic energy rolling through, and we're going to stay focused on this strawberry full moon energy. We're in the portal here together. So you may put one hand on your heart, or maybe your belly, or just allowing these words to come in. This is just a little pocket of sacred space inside your real life. This strawberry full moon is such a beautiful moment for that in particular. There's something so even delicious about that phrase, just hearing the strawberry full moon. It feels ripe, it feels soft, full, feminine, and alive. Just yesterday, I was at the hairstylist, and she was telling me how she stopped eating sugar, and I said, wow, that's amazing that you could do that. She said, yeah, it was hard at first, but it got easier. And then she got really in depth and was nerding out about fiber, and she was saying, yeah, it's so amazing, tropical fruits, when you eat them, you're not eating the skin, so there's no fiber, and so you get this massive sugar rush. But other fruits, you eat the fiber, you eat the seeds or the pith, and it actually helps you to digest the sugar. And she said one of the most powerful berries actually is the strawberry, because it has those little tiny seeds built in. So it's such a beautiful fruit to enjoy, and your body can more easily process that sugar. So just thinking about even the magic of a strawberry and the delicious quality, and the way strawberries represent, to me at least, summer. And up here in the northern hemisphere, we have stepped fully into summer, and this is the full moon, the first full moon of summer. We can think about what has already ripened in our life, what has completed, and then what is kind of ready to be gathered. Maybe there's something new happening and coming into focus for you. Because this full moon is in Capricorn, there is a really grounded, practical energy with it, not just dreaming or floating in a field of possibility, but asking, what am I building now? Am I ready to take responsibility for this? What is the next era of my life that's being asked of me? And this isn't in a get your life together kind of way. It's more like a wise grandmother placing her hand to your shoulder and saying, beloved, look honestly, look lovingly, look at how far you have come. Because sometimes we're so busy moving forward that we never really pause to understand the life we have already created, the eras we have already lived, the mountains we have already climbed, the fogs we have moved through, the whispers and the cosmic 2x4s that we have heard. That's why I want to invite you into this experience today, to not force clarity and definitely not to figure out our whole lives, not making a dramatic decision from a foggy place, but just beginning to make the map. So close your eyes if that feels good, or soften your gaze and imagine the light of the strawberry full moon above you. Soft pink silver light, so gentle, not interrogating or judging, not asking you to become some completely new woman overnight. It's just illuminating. Could even imagine this energy like rose quartz frequencies gently pouring down from the moon onto your beautiful, beautiful body, your powerful body that has taken you through your entire life, honoring your body as a temple. Your movements are like prayers. Breathing and allowing, softening into the body and bringing together your high self, whatever your feeling of that is, with the body temple. The high self, the body temple together, collaborating, doing this pas de deux dance, this duet together. And let the moonlight gently touch onto your body and also illuminate a path behind you. A moonlit path. And this represents the life you have already walked. And imagine that your life is not a straight line. It's a landscape. There are mountains, valleys, gardens, rivers, crossings, hidden gates, fog, clearings, places where you knew exactly who you were, and places where you had no idea what was coming next. And just let one era of your life rise into your awareness. Maybe it was an era of career, or a mothering era, a marriage era, a healing era, a proving, ambitious era, a survival era, a rebuilding era, a good girl era, an everyone needs me era, an I'll do it alone era. An era where you were so busy holding everything together that you barely had room to ask, what do I want? No need to overthink it. Just notice one mountain you have already climbed and whisper inwardly, I see this era. I see what was asked of me. I see what I carried. I see what I built. I see how far I have come. And then gently ask yourself, what lens was I looking through when I created that era? Survival responsibility, approval, love, duty, fear, hope, longing, devotion, a desire to be safe, to be chosen, to finally become someone. There is no right or wrong answer. We're not judging the era, we're just gathering wisdom. Because so many of the eras of our lives were not created fully consciously. They were created through conditioning, through what we thought a good woman should be, through what our families needed from us, what our partners needed from us, what our children needed from us, what work required, what survival has required, and still look at what you have built. Look down this moonlit path behind you, what you have built. Take a breath and let yourself truly acknowledge this, allowing for any feelings, emotions that arises. Looking at what you have built. Now imagine you've reached the top of one of those mountains, one of those eras. Maybe you finished the big thing. Maybe you raised the kids. Maybe you left the relationship. Maybe you built the career, or you retired. Maybe you bought the condo. You did the renovation. Maybe you completed the chapter you thought would tell you who you were now. But then came that strange question. Now what? We don't talk enough about the fog after the mountain. The fog that comes after completion, that comes after change, the fog that comes after the practical pieces are finally handled. The fog that comes when the role you knew how to play starts to feel too small. This doesn't mean you're ungrateful. It doesn't mean your life is bad. It does not mean you need to blow everything up and change everything. It might just simply mean an era is completing and the next woman in you is beginning to stir. So under the strawberry full moon, ask gently, now in my life, what era might I be departing? Not what is wrong with me, not even why am I not further ahead, and definitely not how do I fix myself faster. Just what era might I be leaving? The era of overgiving, of hiding, of performing like everything's fine all the time, doing it alone, the era of waiting for permission, the era of being endlessly available, the era of being grateful for scraps of our own life. Just let it be simple, let the answer come as a whisper. Now, my love, imagine there's a garden, a secret garden, and in this secret garden is a gate. And behind that gate is not a completely different woman. Behind that gate is a hidden part of you. A part that's been waiting for enough light, enough warmth, enough safety, enough permission to come forward. Maybe it's your voice, your creativity, a deep desire. Maybe this part of you is your joy, your courage, a feminine quality of softness. Maybe this part of you is your sensuality, your leadership, your playful self, your aliveness. And looking at the gate and that hidden part of you, asking what part of me has been hidden. What hidden part is ready to step forward with this full moon into this new season? Not forcing, just listening. Because the quiet whisper matters. The whisper is often how the next era begins. No perfect plans in place, no total certainty, no whole bridge laid out in front of you. Maybe just one slat of a bridge, then the next. The whispers arrive, the slats of the bridge appear. A pull towards, a nudge, a tiny ache inside of you. A moment where something in you says, there is more of me than I'm currently living. And then, sometimes there's even a mist, a fog. Sometimes you can see ahead of you into the horizon, but almost like a mirage, not sure if it's real. Sometimes you get little bits of guidance, but not the whole picture. It's still foggy. And sometimes it feels like they're missing pieces. I know this part and that part, but there's something missing here. It's like that bridge, but not all the slats are there. Some of them are missing. You know you're meant to cross, but you can't see where to put your foot yet. And this is why we can't demand the goddess give us the entire plan. The name of the game is really to just hear, listen, look for the next tiny brave step. Not even the 5-year vision or a dramatic overhaul life makeover. Not a complete reinvention. Just the next step, the next slat on the bridge. One honest conversation, one boundary, one creative act, one page in your journal, one walk, one moment of being witnessed by another sister, or a moment of choosing the woman you're becoming. Instead of the role that you've outgrown, you're choosing the next version of you, the next blossoming of you, instead of staying where you are. I'm feeling this in the body. What do you notice in your body scanning through? Notice one sensation, because our body often tells us before our conscious mind where some attention wants to be laid, or it's alerting us to something deeper. The more we can attune somatically to the body, the more information we can receive from deep within. Breathing beneath this rose quartz, pink and silver moonlight. We don't need the whole plan, but we can map out where we've been and what our vision of the future is. Now take a moment to notice that part of you behind the gate. Imagine you step forward towards the gate now. And the two of you together, maybe an embrace, holding hands, a reach across the gate, or maybe she steps around through the gate and is standing next to you. Maybe there's a sense of relief that this part can be witnessed, not changed, just witnessed and held in this full moon space together. I'm feeling grateful for this awareness, grateful for this part of you that perhaps hasn't felt safe to come forward. Perhaps she just needed the noise to be turned down from the outside world for a moment so that she could be heard. What does this part of you want you to know? Maybe this part of you is joy, sensuality, creativity. Receiving from her. If she could speak to you now, what is she saying? Is she saying, I really need you to make more time for me? Is she saying, now is the time. It is safe. Don't let life pass you by. Enjoy life. Letting go of worries and embracing play, delight, pleasure. What is this part saying to you? And you remember that you brought an offering. And you reach into your pocket and you're holding some beautiful, important, sacred item, something from nature or a piece of jewelry or food, anything at all. And you and this part of you place this beautiful object somewhere nearby. Perhaps it's an outdoor altar or at the base of a beautiful oak tree, leaving it for the helpful spirits and the goddess of the moon. You feel different. You've changed. And you feel grounded, grounding now into Mother Earth, Gaia below, drawing up into deep, unconditional love, receiving. Breathing in from the plants and trees all around, and exhaling back to them exactly what they need. Practicing, giving but also receiving. One more deep breath together. Beautiful. And starting to return to this time, place, and reality. Grounded, calm, and alert. Grounded, calm, becoming more alert. Beautiful. And no, we don't need the whole plan because we'll never get the whole plan. But sometimes our controlling instincts, our protective, smart instincts, want us to try to control the outcome. But what if the goddess is longing to work through you and to create something wonderful that you can't even imagine yet? This is the challenge, to let go, to receive, to be present. And this, my friends, is exactly what we're going to explore inside my free workshop, My Charmed Life Map. It's happening Tuesday, June 30th at 9:30 a.m. Pacific. It's 60 minutes. It's free to join. And if you can't come live, you'll have 48 hours of replay access. But if you can come live, I really encourage you to, because this isn't just another video to consume, another thing on your to-do list. This is a sacred sisterhood community experience. You can expect another guided meditation, gentle reflection, clear instructions for how to make your map, and then we're actually going to make it together in real time. You can bring a sketchbook, a journal, a few pens. Nothing fancy is required, and we are going to doodle the mountains, the crossings, the fog, the whispers, and tiny brave steps that you have already taken in your life. And also look forward through the fog to the future. And this isn't here because you need to figure everything out, but sometimes when you finally see the shape of where you have been, you begin to understand more fully where you are. And when you understand where you are, the next step becomes more available, more clear, and it feels less forced and more honest and more yours. This is what I mean by a charmed life. Not a perfect life, not even an easy life, not a life where you never doubt yourself again. A charmed life is a life where you are no longer locked outside of yourself. Just like that part of ourself that was behind the gate in the secret garden, there's a feeling of being locked out, like as if our own life isn't available to us, as if our own dreams aren't available to us. Why would the goddess allow us to have dreams and desires and ideas if we couldn't actually put them into action, enjoy the journey, and receive the rewards that come from them? Your body is important in this, your voice is important in this, your desire is important, your creativity, and the whole journey of becoming. So let this strawberry full moon be a moment of remembering. You're not lost, you're not behind, you are not broken. Maybe, just maybe, you're just standing in the fog between eras. And maybe the next step isn't to force clarity. Maybe the next step is to make the map. If you would like to join us for the free My Charmed Life Map workshop, reply with the word MAP, M-A-P. And I'm going to send you the registration link Or if you're seeing this on social, comment map in the comments and I will send it to you. Tuesday, June 30th, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 60 minutes, 48-hour replay access. Bring your journal, bring your pens, bring your creativity, your openness, connection, bring your real life, bring your now what feelings, bring the part of you that knows something is shifting, even if you cannot quite name what comes next. We'll make the map together. I can't wait to see you there. Blessed be, blessed full moon, and so it is.